That's Aaron Hernandez, until now a star on the high-powered offensive lineup of the New England Patriots, at an arraignment in a Boston court. He has been arrested and charged with the murder of Odin Lloyd. With more on this story, we have Kevin Clark with us. Good morning, Kevin.
Good to be here.
Stunning. I mean, just absolutely shocking stuff.
It's unreal. And just, you know, if you're a football fan, you know who Hernandez is. He's been in the public eye for 6 or 7 years since he was the best tight end coming out of high school, went to the University of Florida. And now to see this, I mean, it's really one of the most stunning sports stories we've had in the last decade.
I mean, one of the things that's so striking about it, I mean, it really, it's just such a violent crime as well, but just to not sort of get too harsh on NFL players, but I saw a number yesterday that there's been 27 arrests of NFL players since February, since the Super Bowl. I mean, that on top of all the scandals in college football, as well as, of course, you know, there's mounting concerns about the brain damage that happens from the sport. You know, is football's reputation getting a hit out of this? And people still seem to love the game.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, obviously you have the 27 arrests. There's a lot of free time between the Super Bowl and now. Camps don't open up for another month, and so there's a lot of young people sort of running wild with money. Obviously not as severe as this, but a lot of DUIs or similar arrests, and that typically happens this time of year. Roger Goodell, the new NFL commissioner, the newish NFL commissioner, has been on the job for about 6 years. His new task was to clean up the league as far as image goes. He's known for suspending guys when maybe there's murky evidence. He's known for, telling guys they can't come back till November because they had a charge that didn't go through in the court of law. But he knows that it didn't look good for his league. He's obsessed with the NFL's image. The previous regime was not, and so I have to imagine that Roger Goodell is very upset right now because he's taken a lot of steps to try to improve the image of the league. There are players like Adam Jones, who's had multiple run-ins with the law. Goodell really, put the clamps on him. Guys like that. Tank Johnson had a gun charge. And so Goodell has spent the last 6 years trying to clean up the league, and this is kind of undoing everything he's done in the last 6 years.
Wow, yes. What are sort of the implications to the Patriots themselves out of this?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see, because the Patriots are known for being the classy, almost the Notre Dame of the NFL. They don't say much. They try to have good character guys and all stick together. They're all about the team. And now to have this, it's huge. It's huge for their image. It's huge for the Kraft family who own the team, who try to promote sort of a healthy family atmosphere. Bill Belichick, the coach, does the same thing. And so from a organizational standpoint, it's huge because it's a huge black mark going forward, and on what they've done the last couple of years as far as winning, because they're winning with maybe not the best character guys. As a team, it's going to be very interesting. They are one of the best teams in the NFL, but Hernandez is one of the best receivers, and as bad luck would have it, their other tight end, Rob Gronkowski, is dealing with back injuries. He may not be playing. I believe Brady will be losing his top 5 receivers from last year going into this year. Tim Tebow was signed last month. That is a down-the-line option. I think a lot of people want to talk about it because he's the big name, but I do think that Tebow is an emergency option. They'll start him at quarterback. It's a bit offensive to be able to say that Tebow, who's never played tight end, can play tight end
It seems
in the
like
NFL.
a big leap.
Yeah, I mean, there are literally hundreds of out-of-work tight ends who would be better right now than Tim Tebow. So it's an experiment, but I think in general, Tebow is we're looking at November, December before he even catches a pass, because it takes a while to become an NFL tight end. It takes 20 years for some people.
Like a totally different skill set.
Right. It takes 20 years for some people. It's not going to take 5 months for Tim. As talented as he is. As talented as he is.
But just a quick look at the case itself, though. What do we know at this stage in terms of the details?
Well, we know that 3 people are involved. We don't know what will become of the other 2 people who were with Hernandez. Odin Lloyd was an acquaintance of Hernandez. He dated. They were dating a pair of sisters.
Sisters, right? Yeah.
Right. And basically, we know that the cops are saying it was an execution-style murder. 5 shots were fired, and that Odin Lloyd, the deceased, had sent a text message to his sister saying he was with Hernandez, just so you know. And their implication there is that something bad was going to happen because Lloyd had spoken with people at a nightclub that Hernandez had troubles with. Michael Fee, Hernandez's attorney, says it's all circumstantial evidence. We'll see. Obviously, it's going to be a dramatic case, but at this point, that's what the cops are saying, and this will be one of the more fascinating tales of the last couple of years.
It's going to be one of those seedy TV dramas for some time, I think. All right, thanks very much, Kevin.